But my thing with this too, though, bro, is the simple fact of the matter that it has led to all these teams now opting out of bowl season like they important. Because check this out. Opting out of bowl season now, along with Notre Dame, who finished the season 10-2. You have Kansas State, who went 6-6. Iowa State 8-4. Baylor 5-7. Rutgers 5-7. Florida State 5-7. Auburn 5-7. UCF 5-7, and Kansas 5-7. All of them are now opting out of playing in their bowl games. And my first thought is, who are y'all to be opted out? Like Notre Dame, okay, pity party, but even then, that looks really bad on your organization, because now it looks like you're throwing a whole tantrum of, we didn't get in, so we're just not going to play. And then,
I mean, that's exactly what you're doing.
I'm just like, all right.
Because they asked Cristobal from Miami how he felt about the situation. And he just told, he said, listen, it's not my right to comment on another organization's situation because you don't know what they're going through. But all I can say is, like, from our end, I can almost guarantee you we would not want to. We probably was like, so we wouldn't like to, we wouldn't want to, and we don't want, we just wouldn't let this happen. But like I said, I can only comment on us. I can't comment on them, because if I do, because like me commenting on somebody else's situation is disrespectful. And I was like, you know what? I feel that. Like, you still technically shaded it, but it's okay. Because, like, at the end of the day, you know, like, I can't say for sure what their situation is. I can't sit here and act like I do know, and I can't sit there and make comments like I do. So all I can say is, on our end, we would still be playing in the bowl game.
Like, it's dumb. But then when I'm looking at these other teams, again, Kansas State 6-6. Baylor, Rutgers, Florida State, Auburn, Temple, Central Florida, Kansas 5-7. Oh, we're opting out of my bowl game. Who are y'all? Who are you? Y'all technically ain't even bowl eligible. Y'all are bowl. Okay, we need a fill-in. Y'all are bowl fill-ins. You're not even bowl eligible because you got to have at least be 500 or have at least 6 wins. Y'all don't even got that. Y'all are bowl fill-ins when we don't have enough people, and all of y'all are opting out like you just missed the CFP.
And you know what?
I don't even know why either. At 8-4, why would you do that?
Now, I don't know why Iowa State did it. But then again, Iowa State probably did it because, you know, their head coach got hired over at Penn State.
I'm still playing.
Just recently.
I'm still playing my final game.
I'm gonna say I'm still playing my bowl game. I don't care what nobody says, especially if it's my last game of my college career. I'm playing that game.
If it's my last game of my college career, and I don't know if I'm getting drafted or picked up as a free agent, I'm playing that bowl game.
And tell you the truth, for the 5-7 teams, I think a lot of them opted out because they knew they were filling teams. Like, we're saying, no, we're basically getting pity bowl games. We're just fill-ins, and we don't really deserve to be here. I can see if that's the reason. If that's the reason of, you know what, we're opting out because we really rightfully don't deserve to be here, then by all means opt out. But if you're just opting out because Notre Dame opted out, I'm gonna need you to go ahead, take all the seats, and play this damn game.
That is the only reason you are allowed to opt out. If you are literally sitting there and be like, you know what, bro, we didn't play good enough. We don't deserve to be here. All right, then I'll let you opt out for that reason. If it is any other reason than that, if you're opting out because you're like, man, Notre Dame got screwed, and you know what, we feel like we got screwed over too. Man, if you don't shut up and get in this bowl game, play in this
play this damn bowl game because you weren't supposed to be here anyway, my guy.
You weren't supposed to be playing for any type of championship. And then here's the crazy part. Y'all 5-7. So even if you win the bowl game, you're still under 500.
That is true.
Even if you win, you're still under 500.
That is true. Like, if you win, you are just barely bowl eligible because you got 6 wins.
James says Notre Dame acting like the little brother who get mad because he can't turn the game sliders up on 2K. Facts. Man's mad because he can't play on Hall of Fame, and now he getting blown out by 30. And he mad because you won't let him turn up the game sliders. Like, no, bro. You lost. Take the L.
He the little brother that you let play your fighting game with you. And you let him win a couple rounds, so he thought he was real good until you sat forward and showed him the real difference.
Hey, and that man, as soon as he said you suck, I don't know why you're playing. That's when you leaned in and said, all
right, then.
All right, then. And then as soon as you start whooping him,
six rounds of nothing but perfects. Six rounds, nothing but perfects.
He would have started crying.
Ain't get a single hit on
it. He said, you cheating now. I want to cry to your mama. And you like, no, I ain't. We just playing the game.
Hey, bro, let your little brother. I was until he for his britches.
It's like I was until he said I suck. Did you tell mama that? And then I got better.
It's not even that. Like this. Said, let your little brother win. He was winning
until he talked.
He beat me 3 times.
He beat me 3 times. And now he mad.
Hey, how many times did you beat him? 12.
12? Who counting? Man want to cry. Man want to cry for no reason. But to me, and you know, and I've said how I feel about bowl season. I've expressed it on this pod many, many a time. But like I said, man, unless the reason for y'all opting out is you don't feel your team deserves it, if your reason is, oh, Notre Dame opted out because they got screwed and we feel like we got screwed too, I'm going to need y'all to just go ahead and shut up and play in this game.
Because like you didn't. You actually got done a favor.
You got done a big favor.
Because you honestly shouldn't even be. But here we are.
That should be my other thing. If you win in the bowl game, does it put you at 600? You shouldn't be allowed in the bowl game. It's facts. James said the ACC bent over backwards for Notre Dame during COVID, and they blaming the ACC for it. That is true. They did allow Notre Dame to be in the ACC for that 1 year just so Notre Dame could have a shot at like the playoffs. That is what. Hey, James. Hey,
that's it.
That is 100% a fact.
Because like I said, you know me, you know my opinion on Notre Dame for some years now. Notre Dame continues to believe that they special. I get that, yes, you have this long legendary history of football being independent, doing this and all that. But you can't sit here and tell me because and people will see and people make the same argument. Oh, Notre Dame beat Georgia last year. Okay, let me point out to you why Notre Dame beat Georgia last year. Notre Dame beat Georgia last year because Georgia couldn't catch a cold last year.
Yeah,
Georgia couldn't catch COVID in an ICU unit.
As an elderly person,
as a 90-year-old immune deficient patient in an ICU in an ICU with COPD in an ICU unit.
Listen, man.
Georgia couldn't catch hands in a fight.
Damn.
Because think about it. Even though Notre Dame won, did you still see how close that game was with the backup quarterback?
Listen, I remember going into that game, and you know me, I was sitting there telling you, hey, bro, Notre Dame got a nice secondary. That secondary going to be it. And you like, bro, if we lose, it's going to be the catch. It's going to be our receivers. I was like, bro, they Georgia. What you mean? They ain't going to lose that bad. Like, Georgia got great receivers. I was like, no, we don't. We have the most drops. I watched the game, and remember, I was on the phone with you when bro dropped the wide open pass. I was like, oh.
Georgia had the most drop passes in the nation last year. And you gonna sit here and tell me Notre Dame was actually good enough to do that? I'm not going to sit here and say Notre Dame was bad. I'm not going to say that because they still made it to the championship game just to get dog walked by Ohio State.
I sat there, I was like, ooh, all right. That did happen.
Because I look at it like, because after you beat Georgia, who did Notre Dame beat after that? Who did they play? Outside of Ohio State. And like I said, they played Ohio State and got dog walked by Ohio State. Because they didn't, because Notre Dame didn't play anybody the first round.
Let's
they played what? They played Iowa State, I think. Indiana.
They played Indiana. So I got you. So I'm looking at their regular season from last year and the postseason. Regular season, they played 4 ranked teams: 20 A&M, 15 Louisville, 24 Navy, and 19 Army. The fact that Navy and Army were both ranked at one point.
The fact that Navy and Army even counted as ranked, like, yeah, they were ranked and they were solid last year for what they had going on. But you gonna sit here and tell me Notre Dame versus Navy and Army is a game?
Till Notre Dame join the conference, we don't care about y'all. That's the bad part.
Exactly.
Hey, their whole school is in the ACC, but
football. Every sport they got is an ACC team, but football.
Basketball, volleyball, gymnastics, rowing, cross country, wrestling, every sport that they do at that school is in the ACC, but football. That's
and what's wild is they keep trying to play. And I get, yes, you have your television contract with NBC since you're independent. I get it. And I know the ACC is in a contract with ESPN along with the SEC. I get it. But you're still the 10th most watched team in the nation. You think if you just went ahead in the ACC, you still wouldn't make bank going through ESPN?
Shoot, you might be able to get NBC to do a collab with ESPN.
Shoot, you still might have been able to keep the NBC games.
Because they always play Southern Cal. You can make that a NBC exclusive for that game because that's y'all rivalry game. Don't know
exactly.
How.
The only games you would have had to worry about being on ESPN were the ACC conference games. Every other game that you would have played would have been on NBC.
Virginia, Florida. Here's the bad part. I'm looking at it right now. Last year, they played Virginia, Florida State, Georgia Tech, Stanford, Louisville. Y'all played 5 ACC teams last year.
Played 6 this year, I think.
Yeah. And then when they got to the playoffs, they played Indiana and beat Indiana 27-17. Played Georgia, and Georgia lost this game. Notre Dame ain't winning because I'm looking at the offense right now. Riley Leonard had 90 passing yards, and he was the lead rusher at 80 rushing yards. Ain't no way Georgia should lose that game when the quarterback leads passing and rushing. And they get $22 million from the ACC. I can't. Just like if UNC or one of these ACC teams play good next year, watch Notre Dame come back crying, begging, asking, can we join the ACC again? Bro, if UNC or any ACC team run the table or is 11-2, and then Notre Dame get mad because they 10-2, it's like just join the conference at this point. Damn it, just join the conference at this point.
Because what you two say? Because you were breaking up on my end when you said
it. He said, and Notre Dame gets $22 million from the ACC already. Like,
just saying, man.
Right, like, bro, this is just out of pocket, and at this point, Notre Dame just need to stop complaining. Just go ahead, full send, join the ACC since y'all have already joined the ACC for every other sport. And I remember when they did this and they said they would join the ACC, I was like, oh, okay, Notre Dame's an ACC school. And they're like, not for football. I'm like, wait, what? Y'all can do that? Because now I'm sitting here thinking in my head, all right, so what they're going to do, split up how they do sports? Like their hockey team is going to be a Big Ten school, but Basketball, they're going to make sure they're an ACC school. Be like lacrosse, they're a Big 12 school. Like, how do y'all do that? Like, how do you just come up with that decision? Where the ACC, it's like the ACC is good enough for
they
your
looked at it
other
like we
sports.
joined the ACC.
The ACC is good enough for your other sports, but it ain't good enough for football.
Because what the CFP committee essentially just told Notre Dame with this whole thing was, what we're going to need you to do is prove to us legitimately that we have no other choice but to put you in this tournament every year, because we're not just going to keep letting you skate by on a middle of the road strength schedule, facing 1 to maybe 4 ranked opponents a year, 2 of which aren't even that high ranked or that good, and think you're just going to waltz in here and just be in the CFP every year. We're not doing it anymore. So either join a conference or make a tougher schedule. Because since you're independent and can pick your opponents, prove to us legit that you can beat guys like Ohio State and Michigan and Texas and Alabama and Georgia and LSU and Auburn and Clemson, all them.
I'm going to call it right now. Here's what's going to happen. If it happens again next year, the ACC is going to push to move from Notre Dame is going to push to move from the ACC to the Big Ten in 3 years. Because it takes a process before they can fully do it. If it happens again next year and the ACC doesn't blatantly just sit there and be like, oh, no, Notre Dame's good. Notre Dame's good for some reason that Notre Dame wants. And I don't foresee the ACC doing that. Notre Dame is going to try and change conferences and go to a conference that's going to allow them to do that, but still push them the way they want. If UNC hits with a $10 million plus recruiting class plus the portal, which UNC will spend a lot of money, that's going to make Notre Dame worse because they're willing to let you stay in the ACC. Fair? I know he hit a dead spot.
So one of the Big 12 ADs called out Notre Dame's AD.
Oh, for real?
Told him that he feels like his behavior has been egregious, and it's been egregious after Jim Phillips, and that he's totally out of pocket for his approach. And he would tell him he told him, even if he was in his face right now, he would tell him the same thing.
Shoot, I don't blame him. I do not blame him. But
I think Pete, his behavior.
Mm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bim salashim. Hey, I got magic powers. It worked right perfectly too. I got magic powers.